Today I want to share with you my latest book haul for the month of December and January. This includes the last two boxes for my Book of the Month subscription. If you're not familiar, after 3 months of being subscribed to their service, you get to add more books to your box, and they're only $11.99 for a hardcover book. It doesn't matter if it's 500 pages or 274 pages like this one, it's always $11.99, and in my opinion it's the cheapest way to buy hardcover books. So if you want more information about it, or you want to sign up through my link to get a free book from my subscription, I'll have a link down below if you want to check it out. But let's start with the month of January. I picked the Kate Alice Marshall book, A Killing Cold. I forgot it. That's a book that I'm reading. It is by my bed. Totally forgot to grab it before coming, but I also have the audiobook on NetGalley, which is what I try to do throughout the day. If I have, a break or something, I can put on the audiobook and kind of be a little bit more ahead before I get home at night and read it. The other book that I added to my January box is A Sea of Unspoken Things by Adrienne Young. I reviewed this video. If you want more information, I'll have a link on top of the screen and in the description box down below. Now, this is the story of twins, James and Johnny, and James is a girl, and she receives a call that her brother died in a hunting accident. He wasn't hunting, but that's the version that she got. So she goes to their small town in Northern California, and she is starting to investigate what really happened to her brother. It does have a little bit of magical realism, maybe even supernatural if you want to take it that way, but she gets a lot of feelings and a lot of things that are leading her to the truth. However, at the end, she's not sure she ever knew her brother, and if she should continue to dig to find out who he really was and what really happened to him. To me, this was a 5-star book, so I needed my own copy for my collection. Now, for the month of December, I picked Beautiful Ugly by Alice Finney. I don't have the physical copy because I donated it here to the library and it's gone. It's one of those very popular authors that a lot of people are looking forward to the new releases, and I thought that somebody else would enjoy it more than I did. So if you haven't watched my review on Beautiful Ugly, I'm going to have a link on the top of the screen and the description box down below. Now, Beautiful Ugly is the story of an author and his wife. The book opens with them being on the phone, and she's picking up food. She's gonna go home, and they're waiting for this call to see if his latest book turned into a New York bestseller. While they're on the phone, she tells him that there's a lady on the road and she needs to go check it out. She's just laying on the road. Her husband says, don't do it, just, drive another way. And she's like, no, I need to figure out if she needs help. So she gets out of the car while she's still on the phone, and then after that she disappears. The car is there, her purse is there, but she's nowhere to be found. Fast forward a year, he's not able to write, and he got a good chunk of money for a second book that he wasn't able to deliver. So his agent tells him to go to this island where there's only 25 people that live there and take the time to write. And that's what he does, and it goes from there. I'm not going to tell you what I thought about this book. That is just the premise. If you want more information about it, just check out that review. Now, the next one is Kristen Hanna, The Great Alone. Kristen Hanna is one of those authors that people truly love, and I think it's her writing style. I haven't read this one, so I thought I would buy it. I have good feeling about it. This is about a vet. He's struggling emotionally and is starting to affect his wife and his daughter. Eventually, he gets the news that he inherited from somebody this house in Alaska, and even though it's not the perfect condition, they're gonna go and move to Alaska, and it goes from there. Now, I started reading this book, only 24 pages into it, but you can kind of see barely starting to set up the scene and kind of going through what the family, the wife and the daughter are going through at that time, and what they're experiencing through him, and how hard it is for somebody from the outside, in this case the wife's parents, to see what she is doing and how they disapprove. That's where I am right now, but I'm really looking forward to continue to read this book. This is another one that I've already started, and I got it from my December box, and this is The Light Pirate by Lily Brooks Dalton. This is the story, or it starts, because I already started, with a pregnant lady, and she's in this house with two of her stepsons and her husband, who is preparing for a hurricane in Florida. She is having tons of anxiety about staying. She really wants to get her stuff and leave, but she doesn't want to leave her husband behind. She doesn't want to leave these kids behind, and she knows that they're not gonna follow her. So where I am right now is just the beginning. It seems like this is kind of an apocalyptic or weather related situation, but I'm not there yet. So as soon as I finish it, I'll review it for you and tell you more about it. Now, this is a book that I think it was the book of the month staff pick or something like that. This is Infinite Country by Patricia Engel. This is an immigrant story, and it covers the story of this Colombian family that moves to the US under really horrible circumstances. Then he gets deported. That's as far as I know. I try not to go into the synopsis too much when books are this short, and what the family is going through. Being an immigrant myself, this is the kind of story that I've heard from real life people over and over again, so I'm sure it's not going to shock me, but it's always, to me, it always draws me in, and I'm looking forward to reading this story. Now, the next one is The Other Valley by Scott Alexander Howard. I tried to start this book, and I'm telling you, I don't know if it's my ADHD or what, but I'm not, like, I'm reading the same paragraph over and over again. Now, this is a story of a town that is in between two others, and if you go to your right, I think you're 20 years ahead, and if you go to your left, you're 20 years behind. Now, these towns have heavily guarded border, because not everyone can go to either, or 20 years back or 20 years in the future. However, there's this council that makes those decisions, and we're following a 16-year-old who wants to be in this council position where she can make those decisions. Now, to me, this is a great concept. I don't know where it's going, and I don't know if the politics are gonna overwhelm me on this book, but I'll report back to you and let you know how it goes. Like I said in the beginning, it made me read the same paragraph over and over again, and I'm already reading 3 other books, so I'm gonna put it down, and then once I have my full attention on this book, go back to it and report. Now, that is it for my haul. These are all the books that I am really interested in, and hopefully you will see reviews sometime soon. Of course, I have a lot of new releases that I'm reading at the same time, so it's going to take me a little bit of time to get to these books, but I'm looking forward to each and every one of them, so it's nice to have options. Thanks again for being here, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.